girl. Good job. Wow, good girl. Good girl. Josh already did a session with her on place. I obviously wasn't there to video it, so I thought I would bring her out while Josh is at a doctor's appointment and see what she learned and see how well she's going to listen to me. Good girl. Now, I want you to listen. You hear that? Silence. When I tell you it is a miracle, she is not whining right now, it really is a miracle. Or it could just be that we worked on it. Probably the latter. So she's a dog who came in just completely out of control. Barking like crazy at the sight of a dog, constantly lunging, all over the place, never had any prior training, so she really never had a boundary enforced, ever, until she came here. So once we stop all of the jumping, pulling, barking, we hear the whining. Because the whining is, good girl. The complaining about I can't do X, Y, and Z behaviors anymore, right? And she's so used to doing those all the time that when she doesn't have the option anymore, it comes out as whining. And that really is the last part that we need to stop. And owners will see it at home too. When they bring their dogs home from training, and now they're starting to enforce structure, crate, place, downstay, a way to get your dog to come in when called, stop the pulling. They might see some residual whining. That's the dog complaining, and of course that needs to be worked on too. That's a good girl. So right now what we're doing with the place command is teaching her get on the bed when we say place and lay down and relax. And this is going to take the place of wild and crazy free roam all around her house. Good, good girl. And that's going to be taught as her safe space. Bailey. Good. She looks up at me. That's another thing we work really hard on. Good. Is saying her name, and she actually looks up at you and waits for instructions. When we first started this, we would say her name, and she would either pretend like she couldn't hear us at all, or she would look in the opposite direction. Very frustrating. Very good. Good. She's looking at me. There's nothing like a dog looking you directly in the eyes and waiting to hear what you have to say, and then actually caring about what you have to say as well. Good. Break. Good girl, baby. Very good girl. Now I'm praising her. Place. Good. But I'm being a little bit over the top with it because it is such a big deal for her that she's not whining and she's actually listening to me. She's looking at me and she cares about what I have to say. That's a good girl. So when we see the dog start to soften their attitude, start to actually listen, start to look up at you, connect with you right in the eye, we're going to soften and we're going to show them how much we appreciate that. Good girl. And the more successful sessions she has like this, the more proud she's going to be to learn and the more she's going to be willing to learn. I am so proud of you. Good. Good girl. You're getting it. Yes, you are. You're such a good girl. Good. All right, now I'm just going to have her practice some duration work while I clean up around the house, sweep this room, put away all those toys, and get the content up.